What's up, everybody? GeauxBurns climbing back upon Mount Soapbox for yet another rant, as with tradition with almost every Sunday, as long as I or you have something worth ranting about. By the way, you can always send me your rants via the comments section, tweet me, send me a Facebook message, or you can email me your rants anytime, GeauxBurns@gmail.com. So what are we ranting about today? Well, obviously it's in the title and the thumb. But anyways, it doesn't buy happiness. It ends friendships, destroys relationships, makes people lie, cheat, steal, and even kill for it. That's right, we are ranting about money in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, this is one of the things that a lot of gamers complain about. The fact that things are expensive in the game and it's hard to make the money in order to buy all the new awesome items that come with each and every update to the game. So that's something that's constantly out there in the community, on forums and comment section. Gamers always wanting ways to make more money in the game. And it's understandable because every time a new update comes out with new vehicles, new clothing, new weapons, etc., that is usually millions of dollars total to buy all that new stuff, which means gamers either have to A, do the honest thing by grinding missions, heists, etc., buying shark cards if they can afford shark cards, C, selling vehicles they no longer use, or they simply just want this vehicle that's coming out more than a vehicle or several vehicles they already own, and there's no other legitimate way for them to raise the capital in order to purchase that new ride. And of course, there's D, which I think brings out the worst in the gamers. Cheating, money mods, which I obviously have a huge problem with because A, I don't do them myself, and B, I don't post videos about money mods or cheats or duping on my channel. I know other YouTubers do it, but not this one. And yes, back on topic, there's a lot of things in Grand Theft Auto Online that might be a little bit too expensive and the price tag should be knocked down a little bit. And there's other items that are nickeled and dimed, like for example, the upgrades and all the mods at Benny's, as well as purchasing and customizing a yacht. Yeah, that does cost a few bucks in order to have those luxury items in Grand Theft Auto Online. However, there's still plenty of ways for you to make money in Grand Theft Auto Online. In fact, going on right now through Thursday, February 25th, it's Friends in High Places Week. Your chance at earning double RP and double money doing select contact missions. For example, today, Sunday, it's all of Trevor's contact missions. You get double money and double RP. Then Monday, which I'm really excited about, I've mentioned it a few times over the past few days, Martin's missions are double money and double RP as well. And he has some of the best payout missions in my honest opinion. Then of course Tuesday the 23rd, Lester has his contact missions. They're going to be double RP and double money as well. Wednesday, Gerald doubled on his contact missions. Then Thursday the 25th, all the contact missions will be double money and double RP. Now, this is something I've been looking forward to for a long time now because I love grinding contact missions. I've been doing it since I started playing the game back in October 2013 when it first came out on last gen. That is how I've made a lot of the money in Grand Theft Auto Online, whether it's on last gen or on current gen, Xbox One or PlayStation 4. Now, what's really cool is with the contact missions, you can do most of them by yourself. So if you cannot find a friend or a crewmate or some randoms that are reliable, you can just go it alone and do a lot of these missions on hard, and you get pretty good payouts, especially if you take your sweet time, putting about 10-15 minutes into each mission. And you also get more payout by actually playing with other people like friends and crewmates too. So yeah, you're going to get some sweet cash by grinding these missions for each select contact going on today, Sunday, February 21st through Thursday, February 25th. But there's also plenty of other ways that you can make money in this game. It's not that difficult. The only thing that's stopping you from making money in Grand Theft Auto Online is you. You got to be willing to put the time into it, the effort in order to go grinding, in order to get with your friends and crewmates and go make some cash and fill up your maze bank account. That's the issue. Rockstar gives us plenty of opportunities to make money in this game. And yes, there are shark cards, and people can buy them in order to purchase items. But from the very beginning, Rockstar stated that they were never going to make it to where you had to buy shark cards in order to purchase the content in Grand Theft Auto Online. And yeah, it does make Rockstar and Take-Two millions of dollars in revenue. But bear in mind that Rockstar and its parent company Take-Two at the end of the day are businesses. They're out to provide a service, a product, but in return, in order to function, in order to continue thriving, creating new content and games, they need revenue. They need cash. They need money, pounds, dollars, euros. And unlike a lot of other games out there, Rockstar is not putting a gun to your head, forcing you to buy shark cards. You can pay for everything in the game that your heart desires. All you gotta do is take the time in order to raise the capital and fill up your Maze bank account. And here's several other ways you can make cash in Grand Theft Auto Online. Heists with you and 3 of your friends. You can do the setups, you can do the finales. That'll make you some money. Plus the bonuses. There's a couple of $1 million bonuses you can earn by doing the missions in a row or doing the missions with the same peeps. And of course, the Criminal Mastermind Challenge. That's $10 million right there, and it can be done. Yes, it's challenging. It's not easy, but if you take the time, the effort, and you have 3 other friends that are good at doing heists, and each of you are strong at certain roles in each setup, in each finale, you can accomplish the Criminal Mastermind. As long as you have enough food, enough armor, and you know all the tricks to the trade, you too can be a criminal mastermind and put $10 million in your Maze bank account by just doing that bonus alone, as well as the other bonuses I mentioned and the money you're already going to get from doing the setups and the finales. Other ways you can make money in Grand Theft Auto Online if you don't want to do heists, if you don't care for it, if you can never find 3 other people to do it with, I understand, but there's still a few more ways that you can make cash in this game. For example, every day you can earn $25,000 by simply carrying out your daily objectives, which you can find in your interaction menu. So that's $25,000 a day right there that you could be earning every single day of the week. Then, of course, all the free mode events and challenges, that puts money out there. You can rob convenience stores for money. You can do the VIP mode, either being a VIP or bodyguards. Doing all that VIP work makes you a lot of cash as well. Another way to make some money in Grand Theft Auto Online is by carrying out Grand Theft Auto. Yes, stealing cars does pay, especially in the Rockford Hills area by Los Santos Customs. Here is a list of cars that I did a while back in my Tips 3.0 video, about a year or so back, which shows you the most expensive cars you can actually steal and sell at Los Santos Customs. So for the felons, you get about $9 grand. For the ballers, also $9 grand. $8,000 for the Sentinels. $7,000 for the Dubstas. $6,000 or $7,000 for the Cavalcade, depending on which one you steal, and a few other cars on this list as well. The only downside to this is there's a cooldown period of like 48 minutes, which is a full day in Grand Theft Auto Online. So you can only steal a car and sell it at Los Santos Customs once every 48 minutes. It sucks, but you have to look at the big picture. By seeing each and everything I mention as just another piece of this money-making engine that's at your disposal in Grand Theft Auto Online. So while you're waiting to steal another ride to quickly sell at Los Santos Customs, go on and do some more missions. Accomplish the daily objective if you haven't done that already. Go into a public lobby and do the free mode events and challenges for money. Hunt bounties, that'll get you some cash as well. If you're really good at the time trials, that earns you $50,000 too, which doesn't suck. You can also rob convenience stores. I think I mentioned that already, but it still puts a few $1,000s in your pocket. And periodically, you get $2,000 for good behavior, which is not much money, but at the end of the day, like I mentioned, all of this does add up and help fill your Maze bank account. Along with these other jobs, LTSs, captures, races, adversary modes, survivals. If you complete all 10 waves of a survival, you get $30,000. By the way, I would recommend Boneyard. It is the easiest of the survivals. And if you haven't done flight school yet and you're pretty good in a plane, jet, or helicopter, I highly recommend you try out the flight schools because that will earn you money too, and some RP. Now, here's some things that they've taken out of the current gen version of Grand Theft Auto Online since the free mode events update that I wish they would re-add. I know it's still in last gen, but I really think that Rockstar should re-add these money-making opportunities in free mode back to the current gen of Grand Theft Auto Online. For example, the armored trucks, distract cops, which earned you $10,000 upon completion. The smuggler planes were great. The Lester assassin targets were a lot of fun. All those earned you a few $1,000s here and there, which add up. And some new ones I would like to see eventually added somewhere down the road is the ability to do hit-and-run robberies on the Fleeca banks and perhaps even hack ATMs, as well as anything else Rockstar wishes to add to the game that helps us make money. I'm all in favor for. Now, before I wrap up the video, I do have some money-saving tips because I was raised to spend wisely and save my money and only buy things once I had enough cash in order to purchase them. In other words, I'm kind of old school when it comes to finances, but I've come to realize that those lessons have not only helped me in life, they've also helped me in Grand Theft Auto Online. So I'm going to pass along my knowledge to you. Those of you, of course, are still watching this video. Okay, so first off, don't buy all the new content, okay? I realize there's a lot of cool stuff and a lot of crappy stuff that comes out with each and every DLC. Don't go out buying everything. Preview the various masks and clothing items, then purchase only the ones you want. And when it comes to the vehicles, there's plenty of YouTubers out there like myself and others that will show you what those new rides are like, which is why I make those videos, not just to gain viewers and subscribers, which is awesome, but I also do it in order to help you, my faithful viewers and subscribers and fans that are already watching my content on a daily, weekly basis. Allow me to spend my money and buy the crap that you may not want to buy. That way I preview it in my videos, the vehicles and whatnot, and then I'll give you my honest opinion about them, and then you can go and you can make your own sound judgment about whether or not you want this new car or this new weapon, etc. My next advice is don't rebuy vehicles you've already sold. Now I know we've all been there, done that, but it does cost you money in the long run. Now, I'm not going to name names because some of you out there that I game with on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, you know who you are, have done this. You bought a vehicle, then you sold it, and you bought it again and again and again. Anyways, that costs you money because you buy it, you upgrade it, you sell it for a fraction of its cost, then later on you rebuy it and you repeat the same process. That's called insanity. If you want to keep the ride, you keep it. If you sell it, that's fine, but what is the logic in buying it again and then selling it again and then buying it again? It's only hurting your Maze bank account, which means less money for you in future updates. My next bit of advice also revolves around the rides. Pick and stick with paint jobs. Now, I realize every now and then we pick out a paint job, then we go with something else. But once again, several of you out there, you know who you are, will go get a paint job. Then the next day, I'll game with you. You have a different paint job. Then the next day, another paint job. That adds up. What I usually try to do is I get a base paint job, then I'll go to Los Santos Customs, and then eventually I'll come up with the permanent paint job that I'm going to keep on that ride. Very rarely do I ever change the paint jobs on my vehicles. It does happen on very rare occasions. Next is Benny's. Now, you may have realized this already. He has one magical skill, and that's to eat your Maze bank account away, along with all the customization options on the yachts. So buyer beware when you take a ride into Benny's or purchase a yacht and get the various upgrades and customization options that come with the lowriders and the other new Benny's rides, as well as a yacht. Some of it does end up costing you a few bucks, and you will notice your Maze bank account start to decline dramatically. My next advice is don't destroy other gamers' rides because some of them are kind of expensive. And my final bit of advice today is deposit all money that you've earned into your Maze bank account ASAP. Now go forth, my congregation, and make dat paper.